Hey guys, what's going on? Pew here with another review. Today I have the HyperX Gaming Keyboard. Also with me today I have special guest Kevin, aka Baneofmice, Twitch streamer. What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot, man. I'm really excited to be here. Thanks for having me on the channel. We have this keyboard we're giving away today, and we're also going to be reviewing it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Awesome, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, guys. All right, guys, here we go. So we're going to jump right into it. Kevin, why don't you give us a little bit of details about the keyboard, man?
Well, James, it's a HyperX gaming style keyboard.
Okay.
It is a entry level. It's fantastic. I use it personally. It's RGB, which is the biggest thing right now with a lot of gamers. They like to have a lot of colors. It's pretty. And it actually comes with 6 different presets where you can change the colors. It can breathe. It can do solid colors. And it's also got a 5-zone customizable gaming.
When you say 5-zone, what do you mean by that?
What I mean is you can customize 5 different zones on the keyboard, as you can kind of see here as we have it laid out. And you can change the colors for each one for your own personal taste.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
It is really cool. And I've actually enjoyed playing with it myself because I, like everybody else, have my moods where I enjoy different colors and different lighting. Another cool thing is actually somewhat spill-proof.
Spill-proof? What do you mean spill-proof?
Spill-proof, meaning I probably wouldn't take a shower with it, but if you're drinking your drink while you're gaming and you got your little sweat mode going on,
right,
you can take a quick sip, and if you happen to spill a little bit on the keyboard, it's going to be okay.
So if my armpits sweat on the keyboard, it's not going to destroy it?
Well, with your armpit sweat, you might want to have a spare keyboard on hand.
Okay.
Yes. And then another thing is it's a full-size keyboard. It's got 104 keys, which is the standard number of keys that you have.
So 104 keys means it's, because I know I see some keyboards where it's like a little bitty keyboard. So that means it's not like anything like that. It's a normal size keyboard.
Correct. It's a full-size keyboard. You got a numeric keypad with the 10 key. You also have the F function keys on top as well.
Awesome.
I know a lot of gamers like to have simplistic keyboards, but this one is for like an everyday use and gaming as well.
Oh, okay. So you can actually work from this and game from this. So it's multi-purpose.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Absolutely. And another nice feature is, if say you have a nice large desk, it comes with a 6-foot USB cord to plug it in, and which makes it plug and play. So you don't have to download any extra software to use this keyboard. And another cool feature is that it's got multimedia buttons on it. So you can switch through your Spotify playlist without having to tab out of your game.
Nice.
So another feature, because like I said, I use this keyboard myself for my setup,
right,
is that it feels really sturdy.
Okay.
And having children in the house, you don't have to worry about them breaking it because it has a alloy core to it. So it's kind of sturdy and you can kind of wave it around a little bit and it won't break. Another thing is that it has a keyboard lock mode.
Okay.
So while you're gaming on it, what you can do is you just hit that lock button, which is right over here, and it'll disable the Windows button. So you can't accidentally close your game while you're playing. And you can stay right in the middle of it.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Now, using this myself, I do have some cons about it as well.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't come with a wrist pad for comfort, so you do get a little bit of fatigue when you're on your 8-hour grind session. But there's also no extra ports on the keyboard.
What do you mean by ports?
Well, there's some of the higher end keyboards will actually have a USB port or a 3.5 millimeter jack on the side.
Really?
So you can extend your the hubs you have, because most computers only have 4 or 5 USB ports, and you kind of run out of space pretty quickly. So it'd be nice to have that extra feature.
That would be pretty cool.
Unfortunately, sometimes I like to play MMORPGs,
right,
where I need to have special keys, which would be the programmable macro keys. A lot of the high-end computer keyboards will also have those, but this one does not have it. But like I said, it's entry level. It's great. I use it myself. And if you're just getting started, it's a must-have.
All right, man. Also, I got some questions from the audience, actually. They had a few questions about the keyboard. Do you feel like getting into that today?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Okay. By the way, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, if I mess up your name, it's nothing personal. I always mess up Baneofmice anyway, so Baneofmice anyways, as you can see. So it's nothing personal. The first question is from Chioma Ibili. I apologize if I messed that name up. But wired or wireless keyboards better, in your opinion? Which one is better? Excuse me. Which one is better, a wired or a wireless keyboard for gaming?
Well, James, to me, I would go wired. And while I'm gaming, I want the fastest response time possible to keep me in the game and to stop me from dying while I'm playing Call of Duty. Having a wired keyboard keeps me more competitive with everybody else. So I wouldn't go with a wireless over the wired, but that's just me. The difference is minimal, especially with today's technology, but overall, wired is going to be better.
I actually agree with you on that. I do believe it's preference at the end of the day, but I know personally for me, I play on console, which is the Xbox. So I have a wired controller, as for y'all have watched the last video, the Fusion Pro. I use that. It is wired. I feel like I play better. I don't know. I mean, it's very minimal on a response time from the controller to the console, the difference between wired and wireless, I believe. But sometimes that little bit of difference can make all the difference, especially in split-second decisions you have to make. So I actually agree with Bane 100% on that. So let's get into another one. So from Zebbles, is it a mechanical keyboard?
Unfortunately, it's not a mechanical keyboard. It's a membrane style keyboard, so it doesn't have that clickety clackety that most mechanical boards have.
Okay.
But the keys are very responsive. You notice when you push the key, and that I love for it. I do like mechanical keyboards, but this is a great substitute.
All right, next question is from Rogers Martinez. First question is, he actually has a few questions. It's pretty cool. I like his first question. It's my favorite question, actually, is why are we so cool?
Honestly, we appreciate that.
We do.
But we're not that cool.
Not at all. 1 to a 10. I'm about a 12. He's about a 1.5.
Average 5.
Yeah, but as in coolness, no, we appreciate the question, man. He also asked, what is another keyboard that you like to use, and is it worth getting over the Apex? And is a more expensive keyboard really worth it, or should you just keep with more of a cheaper keyboard?
Well, James, truth be told, this is the only keyboard I've got to use so far.
Okay.
I'm still starting out with my gaming career, and this has been great for me. I will eventually upgrade, and this is a great way to start for anybody. To tell you the truth, the difference is going to boil down to preference in the end. Yes, mechanical keyboards are more customizable with their key responses and stuff like that, and the size of their keyboards. So it's really like the more expensive doesn't necessarily mean the better. It's just going to be a lot of preference at that point.
I agree with that again. Going back to my last video with the Fusion Pro I did, it's just like the Elite 2 controller. One is $180. I said it was $150. I actually found out it's actually $180, and one is $80. They pretty much do the same. There's a few things. It's just really preference. If you want that more expensive keyboard and it makes you feel better and it makes your gaming experience better, I'd say go for it. But if not, just get something simple, something a little bit cheaper, something a little bit more of a budget, and have fun. And you can always upgrade later and sell what you had.
Absolutely. And like I was saying, once you get into the higher end keyboards, it comes into customizable options like the wrist guard, the extra ports on the keyboard, the macro keys. And they even have some that are just 60% keyboards or even less, where it's just the WS&D keys. So there's options out there for everybody.
That's pretty cool, man. Let's hop into another one. This one is from Priz Frizz. I'm guessing that's what that is. Priz Frizz. What switches does the keyboard use?
Well, James, it's the mechanical keyboards that use the switches. Okay. Since this is membrane style, it doesn't have any switches.
So pretty much what we just talked about.
Pretty much what we just talked about, yeah.
Okay.
Because with mechanical keyboards, you have about 5 or 6 different switch types, and each one has different responses to them, and they sound different as well.
All right, well, that's pretty simple. This one comes in from a Daniel Wilbanks. Is it iOS compatible?
No, it is not compatible with the iOS operating system or any kind of Mac.
Okay.
It's a Windows PC only. Or you can also hook it up to your console.
Well, I guess with that being said, is it wireless or is it just wired?
It's only wired.
Okay.
HyperX does have some wireless options, but as I stated before, I prefer wired just because I believe it has a quicker response time.
So that's why it wouldn't be iOS compatible, because it's not wireless.
Correct. Okay. Correct. It'd be pretty hard to attach it to your phone without a piece of duct tape.
That is true. All right, the next one comes in from Zay. I'm so sorry, Zayut. I'm not 100%, but you know who you are. He's asking, is there a mouse with the keyboard?
Unfortunately, no. But there is some keyboard mouse combos out there where if you really want to have a matching set,
right,
you can do that. And when I was at the retailer, they had them on the shelf right next to these keyboards.
All right, guys, we're at the end of the video, which means we're going to tell you how you can win this keyboard right here. This keyboard is you said it was $50 keyboard?
$50.
So a $50 keyboard for free. You don't have to pay to even enter the contest. So what you can do, the first thing you do is you can sub to this channel. That means if you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and sub. Now, for my people that say, James, I've already subbed to your channel. I've been subbed since the beginning. I really would like an entry for a sub. No problem. I'm gonna hook y'all up. If you've already subbed to this channel and you still want that entry for the sub, all you have to do is text yes please in the comments below, and you're gonna get a sub automatically you're gonna get an entry automatically for a sub. Another way you can get an entry is to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Pew's Review.
So that's 3 entries?
Correct. So if you follow me on Instagram, that's an entry. If you follow me on Twitter, that's an entry. And if you sub to the channel, that's an entry. So that's 3 entries for free. How else can they win?
Well, they get 3 from you.
Correct.
But you also get a chance for me as well. All you have to do for me is just go to my Facebook. It's facebook.com/Baneofmice. Like my page. Like my video, because I'm going to post this video on my page and then share it. And that's 3 automatic entries for me as well. So you can potentially get 6 entries to win this keyboard.
6 entries for free.
For free.
There's nothing better than free, is there?
Not at all.
Not at all. And as always, guys, be safe.
Play hard.
Till next time, guys. Later.